Okay, well, I guess I'll just make some more updates since this is, as I could have predicted, going to be 1,000 times more difficult than it needs to be. So nothing online will list what these places have. Even though Google Maps will let you message directly through Maps. In bars, like you can make a reservation at a restaurant or a bar, or in a reservation at a bar, but you can contact a bar. They're all on top of it. You can message them right through Google Maps, but not a single pharmacy knows how anything works. They don't even put their phone number in there. Not that it would do any good, because they're all very tiny mom and pop operations, and no, they don't keep an English speaker on staff. And I mean, asking about a medication is not going to work. Although I could spell it out because they use the, not English, but the Latin names for all the medications, just like we do. So that would work, but you can't contact them. There's no way they don't put in an email. They don't put in that hospital. Like I emailed, only responded once when she found out I didn't really want to see a doctor. She was like, "Nah, I ain't talking to you." But yeah, there's no email, no message, no texting option, nothing, no way to contact any of these people. So you have to go all the way there in a cab to find out that they don't have it. And it doesn't seem like anybody has a splint for whatever reason. It's just not a thing. They're not. They don't have splints here. I may be able to find some online when I get back to the apartment, but right now I'm just worried about getting painkillers because I'm taking my last. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on my way to the second place, number 2. It's going to end up being an all-day affair. It's going to be as much in cab fares as it is everything else. My wounds on my leg are already bleeding through the bandaging, which they haven't done in a week. But of course I'm having to stand on them now, so it's putting pressure. So that's nice. I think tonight's the night to switch out the bandages anyway. It's got to reuse this, but it's looking nasty now. It was all clean and nice. Anyway, so on to the next place. I guess I'll update you when I get there. I'm not using the stick anymore because fuck it. Is there anything else? Ice packs, cold packs. Maybe those are in grocery stores. I don't understand why everything has to be in 50 different places. It's great when you're sick. You have to go all over town like a day of it. Why do you have to hit everything 10 times on the fucking phone to get it to work? So, anyway, I noticed it deleted my first video. I tell you what, I fucking hate phones. I really do. Anyway, yeah, so, second, actually I've tried two more pharmacies since the last post. None of them have this thing, this drug. I'm just so pissed off. And none of them can help you either. Once they don't have it, they're like, we're not going to call any others for you. They could easily call up other pharmacies. That's common practice in the U.S. There's very few things where I go, we actually do that better, but that is one. Everything about medicine we do better. You don't get access to it unless you're rich. You got money pouring out your asshole, then you can have it, but at least when we do it, we know what the fuck we're doing. These idiots won't call anybody. I've asked 3 different pharmacies if they will call around and find out who has this drug, and they're like, no. Now I don't know if there's any chains because I don't, my Vietnamese, I don't speak Vietnamese or read it, so I don't know if any of these are chains. My foot's swelling up, and I can't go back without it because last time I was there without it, I couldn't walk to the bathroom, so there's no way I can get a new drug. And as much as Terry's a great guy, but because I went without it the first time, I can't let that happen again, and I'm not convinced that the importance of it is impressed upon him. So I'm gonna have to make sure I get it myself. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have it. I guess it's not common. They keep trying to give me paracetamol, and I'm like, nah, I need the other one. I need the one I said. Anyway, okay, so there's an update, and you didn't even get the first explanation of what I'm doing out here today, but I'm not going to do it again because the computer would just delete it, the phone will delete it. It decided I didn't need it. I don't know why I'm holding it sideways. It works better like this. It's easier to hold, and you can see my hair actually looks, the only thing that looks decent right now is my hair. I got blood coming through my bandages. I got half a shirt on because I can't get it to hold. Oh, you know, I'm gonna have to let you go because, oh, there's the idiot now. I'm just gonna drive by. Oh, he did. He just drove by. Fucking moron. Jesus Christ. Tell you what. I don't think I'm asking for genius out of people. Just to be able to do your job. The only thing you do all day over and over again, can you possibly learn to do it? No. I cannot pick up this phone and call another pharmacy to ask them if they have this drug. Common practice in the U.S. Well, also in the U.S., when you go to an emergency room, they don't let you walk out of the front door with an arm dangling, a broken arm dangling. Anyway, yeah, so we'll speak again. And I'm starving because I haven't eaten since breakfast. All I had was a breadstick for breakfast. I showed Erica, I sent a picture of these breadstick sandwiches. Basically, it's like a breadstick like you get in a restaurant, and they cut it, split it open, and put some meat inside, and called it a sandwich, which is cute. But you got to order 10 of them to make a meal, and I didn't realize that's what it was. I thought I was just getting a really cheap sandwich, so I only ordered one. And I still have no solution to this splint problem. They don't have splints anywhere in the country of Vietnam. I just don't do it. That's not true. I saw some online. I just got to find the one that will serve my arm. My mouth is getting dry. Not a good sign. Pouring sweat and bleeding. That's probably has something to do with it. I guess I've got to get food, which is, not the worst thing in the world because I haven't been out of the house in a week. I literally have not been out of the front door since this whole thing started. It is disappointing if I end up, ouch, if I end up having to leave in mid-October because of the visa situation, then I will have spent my last 2 weeks in Vietnam not really enjoying it, locked in the apartment. That'll be disappointing. Alright, stay tuned, I guess. Let you know what happens at the next place. Okay, I'm not there yet, but I just wanted to say something else. So maybe this is the way I should do posts from now on. Just shut the thing off for 2 seconds until I think to say the next thing. Here's what I was thinking. Half of me thinks that this was dumb to come out, and I should have found somebody to do this calling around for me. But here's the problem. Asking someone to help out means you have to wait on them, and I can't do any more waiting because pharmacy, I don't know what time it is, maybe 2 o'clock or something. But once pharmacies close tonight, then I'm going to be without painkiller tomorrow, and then, by at least I do have the anti-inflammatory, the Celebrex, or some generic Celebrex or something. But anyway, I'm sure it's going to work. Anyway, yeah. So I've got I'll be doing this tomorrow without I just took some painkiller before I left, so I'm not in a lot of pain right now. I'm just stiff and hobbling. My ankle still is not as flexible as it should be. But more or less, I can do it today. I mean, if I had to do this without painkiller, it'd be excruciating. And I don't know that anyone's going to help me. It's a lot of people will offer to help until you actually go, oh yeah, thanks, could you do this? And they're like, nah, because they don't really mean it when they offer to help, which I don't like. I don't offer to help unless I intend to, you know, do something at least reasonable, like I could call around and find out where you can go to get this. Anyway, now, I guess the other thing that I wanted to make sure I mentioned was that Terry has been great, and he's been helpful in 99% of what's going on, and he's not obligated to do anything. So I very much appreciate what he's done, but like I can't let another time go by when like I've got 48 hours of no painkiller. The anti-inflammatory actually is probably more important, but I don't want to be in pain either. And yeah, so I need to get the painkiller, and I need to make sure that I've got it, so that I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to double dose tonight, because I'm sure I'm going to be in a lot of pain when I get back after doing all this. Not really that much walking, but when my ankle's swollen up and hurting, it is a lot of walking. So I'm sure I'm going to be in for it tonight. Anyway, it was just that. I thought of that. I'm going back to a place. I stopped trying to do Google searches for pharmacies, because like out of 10 pharmacies, 9 will have a review that's 2 or 3 years old or more. So you don't even know if it's open anymore. Of course, unfortunately, one of the worst things about Google Maps is there's nothing in there for them to update when something closes. And I'm somebody that actually goes in and marks the thing closed and you know, non-existent anymore. And but most people don't. And the truth is, when it's something like this, because I'm a foreigner, I can't mark with any certainty that something is closed, even if I look for it and go to it. And it's hard to even tell now too, because a lot of shit closed for COVID, and there's nothing that's moved into the place, and it doesn't say closed permanently, it just says closed right now. So I mean, you know, anyway, when you're on Google Maps, you can't really tell if things are closed or not. Sorry, I can't lean against the car when it's going through these bumpy roads in the historic district. So I'm going back to the historic district. What's the point of that? I stopped looking at Google Maps. I'm just going back to the pharmacy that I used a couple of times here, and it was reliable, and so I'm going to go back to it. Of course, I wasn't looking for this particular drug at the time, but anyway, I just lost my train of thought. It's crazy here. Yeah, so anyway, that was another 5 minutes. It's going to be a long post. I'm just going to string these together when I get home and post it. Alright, I'll let you know what's going on. It's too bad it won't let you flip the camera around. I say that all the time, but I was hoping somebody will hear at some point. Why the hell can't you flip the camera around while you're filming? You can do it while you're on a video call, but you can't do it while you're shooting with the camera. Stupid. I don't know why I'm not talking. Like, I'm not doing a voiceover later. I might as well say something now. I mean, I don't really have anything to say. I'm just rolling over in my head why people can't call, why the pharmacy you're at can't call. Or even just give a guess. Not even a guess. I'm like, would you know who would have one? They're like, nope, sure don't. Like, you don't even know where there's another pharmacy? Nope. And of course, like I was saying on Google Maps, I can use Google Maps, but who knows if it's right or not? You know, you never know. Yeah, this is it. And this is not the pharmacy. I just think the historic district's cute, so I thought you might want to look at it while I was heading over. It's about the pharmacy's about one more block away, I think. This is the area where all the businesses are going tits up, because there's no tourists here anymore. At first, the locals were coming in and enjoying them, which they do anyway, because there's a bar street here, so young people come. But mostly it's tourists over here. And at this point, people are just not there yet. Ta-da! Yeah, okay, well, I'll give you an update in a few minutes. Dude, these people have a betadine mouthwash. Come on, flip it around. Okay, thank you. Come on. Okay, well, I didn't break my neck. I just almost did. I didn't realize there was a step down out the door. Two steps down. On my way home. So this concludes our adventure today. But I got a whole box of that shit. So I'm gonna go home and order food and hope that I can make it back down to pick it up at the front door. I wonder if I can order it while I'm in the car. That would be the best. I tried that in China one time, and the damn thing changed my address to whatever I was passing in front of. I mean, not that it changed the delivery address. It changed my account address for the app. So I had to go back in, and it was not easy to fix it because Chinese. I mean, it's all in Chinese to begin with, but they're also very non-intuitive. They're really horribly designed, most of these Chinese apps. Didi was an exception. They do a good job, but they're one of the few apps that market outside of China. I think they do Australia and Japan and places like that. So, sorry, I needed to zoom in up my forehead. Felt you needed it. I don't know if you want to, I feel like you'd be more interested in seeing what's in front of us. Okay, anyway. Well, hopefully all of the audio came through. I mean, it goes without saying I have not really thought much about audio, but I am filming on my old camera, so it doesn't just randomly go out like the new one does. Phone camera, whatever it is. Yeah, oh, there's a lady pushing her hats across the highway, like you do. Yeah, so I'm not going to go off on any tangents. I'm just going to say that this was quite a day. It's quite a day. It's amazing how a simple thing can be so difficult. I guess that should be my rule from now on. I've gone to, the weird thing is, like, the pharmacy I just went to was not the one I thought it was. I picked it off the map, and it was like 1 block away from the one I thought it was. Both of those have been really good pharmacies, and in that one, she handed me a card, and it's got contact information on WhatsApp and some other messaging services. And I mean, it's like, that's the information you want to put out there so people can contact you. I don't know why they're not rated higher on Google Maps. Their algorithm is screwed up. That's pretty obvious. Anyway, I'm not too far from home. This is the bus station, by the way. Isn't that weird? It's right in the middle of the highway. This isn't really a highway. It's just a wide road. Avenue, boulevard, whatever. But it is the main one that runs up along the river. The river is that direction. There's a good bit of, city between here and it. It's not like right adjacent, but within 5 minutes you would reach the river, so it's not totally. It always looks awful from here too. I always think I always think, oh, that must be the bad part of town or something. And then I was looking at some pictures of some stuff that's over there online the other day, and there's actually some nice stuff. So it looks like a really nice part of, not really nice, but it looks like a perfectly nice part of town, as nice as any other part. So the highway did not cripple it, cause any problems. Although it is not, they didn't make it easy to get over there. That could be a good thing, that it's isolated from all the traffic and stuff on that side. As you can see, like, we've been going along through here, and there's not been a single crossover, and there's no bridges, I don't think, that where you can go from here over there. And that we've got this wall here. Oh wait, you know what? I was gonna say there's a train track. I don't think there is. I take that back. Only train tracks come across the river and go to the other side of town. So that's not what that is. It's just a the dike, the levee, whatever you call it. Not dike is the one you build, right? Levees, it's a natural levee, I think. I don't think it's man-made. Or maybe it is. It looks like it's just a concrete wall, so I guess it is a man-made levee. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, anyway. Probably don't need all of this one.